Okay, hello. Hopefully you can hear me and the game isn't so loud. Been testing out some new audio levels over the past week. So, still figuring everything out. Making sure I can get good mixes for all my games. But yeah, here we are. Back for another Astrea stream, Thursdays. Um, Last week was a bit of an issue for me. I kept dropping frames like an hour into the stream or so. And it just wouldn't go back to normal. My bitrate just kept tanking. But we're going to continue here. Hopefully we should be good to go today. I'm going to keep an eye on my OBS manager here just to make sure nothing happens. Something does happen, we're probably just going to do something similar to last week where I just recorded some music and played that and uploaded that instead of, playing Astrea. Or I might just record the rest of this run instead of streaming it. I'll have to figure it out if it happens again. But if not, we can just go ahead and continue here. I believe, if I remember correctly, the last week I streamed for about an hour before I cut the stream off. We got to Astropolis Ruins and we died. We had to restart. But the YouTube video that I uploaded was only about half of that. So this is kind of a bit different than what you saw last time on YouTube. But yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened is that we got to the second area, we got to the second boss, or maybe right before the boss, and then we died. Then I restarted, did the first battle, and decided to just cut the stream because of the bitrate. So here we are, we're on our second run as Cellarius, from that time. And all we're really doing here is dice hunting. Let me go back to the main menu really quick. We're just dice hunting and trying to unlock all of Cellarius's dice. Because I believe we have... Yeah, we only have a handful more to unlock for him, so... We're going to try to level him up once or twice more and get these unlocked. Looks like... I believe that is a new dice action. That's a new dice action. And that looks like the same as this one, so we gotta unlock 2 more actions. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna get that at our next level. Not sure there's any way to check that while we're in the middle of a game here. But yeah, it's gonna assume that we need 1 more level to go. And then we'll be done with all of his dice. And then, eventually we can start working on our blessings. I can't really remember what is going on here. Looks like we've already picked up a few dice from our first battle. Let's see. Got Refreshing Headbutt, which has to do with Wave. Okay, so we can start collecting some Wave dice. Forceful Stream. Now this says it has properties of Wave on it. But what I think this does is that if this kills an enemy, it'll trigger a wave effect, even though it doesn't actually apply a wave to them. This is a little interesting. Then this reduces corrupt actions in my hand. So we're kind of going, I guess, a little bit safe today. Kind of makes sense. We've kind of burned ourselves the last time we've played Cellarius. So that makes some sense. Alright, well, we've got some wave right here. That's great. Discard 1 die from your hand if you do apply 6 wave. Yeah, we might as well go with this one. If both of these are wave dice, we'll go for the discard one in case we want to get rid of something in our hand. Oh, this is new. Is that Purging Anchor? Deal 4 purification to an enemy. If this purification defeats the enemy, increases the value of all purging anchors for the rest of the run. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if we get this to pop like right away, get lucky and we end the battle with this, like the next battle, we can start building that up for the rest of the run. Grab more purging anchors, of course. Alrighty. Yeah, everything should be running smoothly today, hopefully. Everything else has been going great, stream-wise. There's not been any issues with YouTube uploads or editing that I've had. Everything else is doing pretty great. Oh, there's that Purging Anchor die. Probably gonna have to skip on that then for now, unless we somehow get a reshuffle before the end of the match, which I doubt, but that might happen. See, what is this? Oh, right, the headbutt. Deal 4 purification to an enemy and apply 5 wave. Sure. I didn't even notice that debuff that guy had. It could have been bad for me if that was like anything else. This isn't gonna. Oh no, this will reduce the self-corrupt action, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm trying to re-roll this. Re-rolling this isn't gonna really do anything. Get some shields. Go ahead and heal ourselves. Oh, nice. Forgot about the wave. I feel like I gotta turn my brain on right now. It's like a bit slow. Get more marine offering. Okay. This seems solid. This is kind of similar to the other dice that we've seen. Shark... something, Shark Tornado, I think it's called. Shark Storm? Shark Blow, yeah. It's similar to that, but looks like the corrupt actions do less damage, and it's more of an area... It's just an area corrupt, rather than self-corrupt. Pick that up. It's also great. Gives us some healing. Serenity's pretty solid. Because I believe we could apply this to Sentinels as well. If we have to. We don't have to just corrupt the enemy. Yeah, we'll pick that up as well. Always go for the event. Why not? Forge 30 Purify. Okay. We don't really have anything that's like super detrimental to us. We have a couple just corrupt actions. We just pick one of these, because these are all corrupt actions anyways, so taking one of those away, this seems pretty beneficial. See. Apologies, by the way, if my voice sounds kind of weird. I'm finishing up this protein bar. Not really a granola bar. Like I don't know how to describe it. My dad described it as like taffy-like. It's not really taffy-like. It's not candy. but it is definitely a soft protein bar. So you know, if you guys eat protein bars like that, you probably know what I'm talking about. Not crunchy at all. I guess it's just chewy. Chewy consistency. Almost like taffy, but like not really. Yeah, I'm finishing that up right now, so apologies. Okay, we've got Astral Calling, Bound, Void Seek, Area Purify. Let's go for the Void Seek. I feel like we don't go Void Seek too often, but anytime we do, I feel like it helps us a lot more than we expect to, or expect it to. Okay, this guy might give us a problem unless we apply Serenity to him at the beginning of the game. I think we don't have that available here. Go ahead and play this. It's gonna hurt us for 1 damage because of thorns, but that's alright. And we have a few corrupt actions to work with. Not really sure it's worth it to use them on the enemy at all. I feel like we would, you know, be fine just using it on ourselves and using our virtues to heal us. Wave is great on this guy because the more we build that up, easier the fight's gonna be. Alright, let's go ahead and discard this one, the Shark Blow. Go and build that up. It'll heal us for 1 because of thorns, of course. We'll just keep using this whenever we have it. Free damage, basically. It is unfortunate that we don't have our Sentinel. Probably would have played this on the Sentinel, so we could have, you know, avoided overcorrupting or hurting ourselves too much. I think we could still make this work. Play this on ourselves, it won't die. Could reroll the enemy die, get a heal. Heal ourselves back up to full. Playing this won't kill us, so we can play that pretty safely. Oh, and we got shield, that's right. Forgot about that. Just finished up the last of that bar. Give me a moment. Two corruption, 6 damage. I don't know if forceful stream will trigger thorns, so I'm kind of wary to play this. I don't think we really need it. Where'd you get 3 Doom? There's something there. We don't really want to play these. I feel like just about anything here is going to kill us. This won't, because... Well, actually it will. Never mind. I forgot about the area corrupt for some reason. Yeah, I think our best bet, honestly, is just to heal up and then end our turn, because this is going to hurt us too much, then the enemy's going to kill us. Anything else we play is going to do the same. Let's just end our turn and move on. I totally forgot we got that star blessing last time too. This is the one where if you end your turn with dice in your hand, you get an equivalent amount of shield. That's pretty nice. An opportunity for more serenity. Reroll for a heal. Forceful stream again. Not great. It's going to kill us again if we do that. You're going to overcorrupt yourself, which is great either. Okay. Choose a die from your draw pool? Sure. What we got? How much waves do you have? 8? Yeah, okay. So that's a refresh for us if we do that. Let's pick this up. Can we pick this up? Put some more wave on you. Basically, we're just gonna have to. I think our best bet is gonna be reshuffling a lot. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Reroll, heal a little bit. I guess we might as well go again just to get that out of here. We could play this. This would be nice. It's definitely better than having Heredity at this moment. Alright, well, kind of unfortunate, but let's go ahead and play these on our Sentinel so we don't have to hurt ourselves or heal the enemy. Get ourselves back up to full. We'll see if we can end the fight anytime soon. Looking like we're gonna have to give up a life for the sake of damage. Let's see. We might be able to heal ourselves here. Maybe. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, because we can play this, play this, play this, play this. Takes a good chunk of health away. It's great. We're just at the threshold, I think. Our best bet would be to reroll this to an area corrupt 5 and also use this to heal ourselves for 1. That's the only way we get out of this without losing life. And we didn't get it. Alright. Alrighty. Maybe I should have used this earlier. I kind of forgot that it still heals us for 1. Alright. That's kind of unfortunate. If we're going to die anyways, we might as well just play this. Oh, that's going to end the fight. Oh. How convenient. Just barely got out of that. Nice. Apex Instinct, great. Whenever you play a Virtue, enemies receive Purification. Yeah, that's good. Tonic Trance, more Tonic Trance is also good. Apply 9 wave to an enemy and draw a die. I'm thinking we just go surf. I feel like a wave build is really safe and kind of not overpowered, but I feel like it's a lot better than most of the other builds Cellarius has, at least in my experience. Maybe it's a little boring to play just wave. I don't know if it works. It works. Deal 10 purification to an enemy with 10 or less corruption. Whenever this die is played or discarded, it increases the value of all sea requiems by 5 for the rest of the battle. So it doesn't even have to end the battle, it just has to be played or discarded. It has to have an equivalent amount of corruption in its health bar, which is good for the early game, but once we get to ground 0, it's probably not going to be as great. So I think we can pick it up for now and play it, and then once we get there we can destroy it or reforge it or something. While you have 6 corruption on your meter, you deal additional purification. Alright. At the end of draw phase, you can re-roll a dice from your hand. You can re-roll all dice. Interesting. At the end of draw phase, so presumably once I play a die, I won't be able to re-roll. Then we have every 8 safe die you play, refresh your virtue. I don't have that many safe dice, do I? No, I only have 2. Alright, let's go ahead and go with this one. Can't remember if we've ever picked this one up. Safe dice, 50 star shards. Yeah, let's go to the forge shop. Red up Serenity is great. Card. Let's card up to 3 dice. Okay. Healing is great. I don't know, I feel like these are all pretty solid choices. I typically like to go Serenity over pretty much anything else, because, I mean, I don't know, I feel like dealing damage is pretty important. I think this time let's go for the healing. Since we can also afford this, we might as well pick this one up as well. Put the healing on this one. We can make use of that die, even if we don't get that, you know, this face. Then the discard. Let's change one of these. Self corruption is never really that great. Kind of a risky thing with Cellarius. I don't really know how to manage it super well. We can go ahead and sacrifice a heart. I doubt we're gonna lose 2 hearts on this fight, so it will be pretty safe. Every 8 times you deal purification, gain boost. This one again, we just saw this one. Whenever an enemy gets overcorrupted, apply 1 Serenity. Interesting. I mean, I don't think we're going to be really overcorrupting enemies all that much. There's a few that are kind of designed to overcorrupt themselves, like that crab that we just saw. Maybe this will come in handy for like the final boss if we reach it. If I remember correctly, I think Astrea was designed to kind of overcorrupt herself several times. I mean, we might as well pick it up. It can only help us, so. You know, if stuff starts going sideways, we can maybe rein it back to a normal state. Okay, so we get the chance to re-roll the entire hand, but we have to re-roll the entire hand. Oh, okay. That's cool. I thought we'd be able to choose which ones we'd re-roll, but still cool. We'll go ahead and put Forceful Stream on. Why not? So you're gonna deal 3 damage to me. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 2 will kill me. But I do have a couple healing things here. I still have my virtue, so yeah, this is pretty safe here. I can also play this as well. Let's see. I think we're gonna want Serenity for the boss. Oh, that works too. Jeez. I mean, that's like more than half of the boss's health in one turn. That's great, actually. We don't have Serenity, so we can go ahead and play this. Healing. More healing. Yeah, that's like oh, nearly all the boss's health in one turn. It looks like we ended up getting an overcorruption right away. Got Wave, Dark Rush, Dark Blow, Sonic Trance. It's not gonna come in handy here. I don't really need a reroll then. We're not going to deal enough damage to end the turn or end the fight right now. On this turn. We can just heal up. Be alright. Oh, this remains for the rest of the fight, huh? I thought it was only for one turn. Alright, well that's something to keep in mind then. This seems like a solid hand. I need a reroll. I need to deal 18 damage plus 9, I think, to get rid of the Shadow Mantle. We can apply more wave. Fine. Oh, we have to discard something. Let's discard this. We can steal, or we can still shield that, and we'll be able to heal a little bit with this. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Let's see, you're gonna do 4 damage to me, and then I'm gonna also deal 2 to myself. But I do have shield. Let's see, this is gonna be negated, let's say. That'll be negated. Gonna deal 4 to me, which will not kill me. And your overcorruption does not hurt me, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, yeah, I think we're pretty safe. And I think that's the end of the battle, actually, because of Forceful Stream plus Wave. I think we're safe. Yeah, okay, great. No lives lost. Good stuff, good stuff. We get shields, more tonic trance. and Soothe Mind. Okay. And draw a die. I like to go for shielding. I've been kind of using shields to prepare for final bosses, typically. I don't really see why we wouldn't do this. It's not like we're gonna get... Like, I feel like in roguelites, it's kind of a thing to have a choice between something like a safe run. I'm thinking of like Isaac and Gungeon again. Usually in those games, you'll have a choice between like running a more safe build versus a more unstable build, but for the sake of fun, basically. Like, you'll break the game almost. But, you know, you'll be like a glass cannon. But that's not really a thing in this game, I haven't noticed. Um, Maybe there's some, like, convoluted builds that you can make. Like, it's possible to build some crazy stuff. But it seems like that's pretty hard to do in this game. Well, I've been playing it safe this entire time, to be honest with you. Because it seems like every time you don't, you just kind of die. You don't really actually have a chance to break the game like that. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I don't really have a reason not to. We're just going to move on. Seems like typically, instead of breaking the game, any good runs that we've had have really been protective. The games that stick out in my mind so far, we've had like tons of shielding, incorruptible, lots of not virtues, lots of serenity on the enemy, that type of thing, rather than, you know, actually exploiting the mechanics to break the game, which I think is a little interesting. It's not something I'm used to. Again, I'm thinking of like Isaac, where you would like take a couple devil deals for a couple items that would just get you a win, basically, but you'd be on like 1 health for the rest of the run, type of thing. Draw 1 additional die, and at the start of battle gain stunned. Next reroll will only reroll 1 die. That doesn't seem so bad. We haven't been re-rolling a whole bunch. Usually it's only 1 die at a time anyways. Draw 2 additional dice per turn, but you can only use 1 virtue per turn from now on, unless you refresh. Also, might work. To be fair, we have been using the Purify 2 virtue and the Area Purify virtue fairly often together, so that might hinder our playstyle right now. To do 1 extra purification, and at the start of battle, apply 1 death bomb to an enemy. Also doesn't seem that bad. 1 death bomb is not the end of the world. I guess there are cases where you could lose a life like that. I think 1 additional die is a little nicer though, because we get less of a drawback, a little bit extra opportunity for good combos. We'll go for that.